Good evening, Ron.
Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Easy, Ron, if you can hear me through the noise. I hear you okay. I was just saying I used to shop Lafayette Radio, Main TV often. Used to buy a lot of little radio kits there. Yeah, I bought my first little 40 channel. It was the Lafayette Telstat 1140. Bought that from Main TV. It was like $129. Yeah, I think I bought my first CB antenna. It was a little quarter wave ground plane there. I think it was like around $10 or something.
Funny, I just remembered my first antenna was that little had a mid-load Radio Shack gutter mount with a mid-load that was only about 2 feet tall. Man, I was getting down with that.
I had them on one of my cars. I don't remember which one it was, but I usually ran a whip.
Yeah.
We used to talk on my buddy's dad's radio. He had a 64 Dodge van with a flat nose.
Oh yeah, awesome vehicle. Like a VW bus.
Yeah, there's a lot of room to sit there and hand each other the microphone. Was that one where the engine was in the middle or in the front? Is there in between us? Roger, dude, those were cool.
And actually, I think sat right over top of the front tires.
That'd be a good one.
Teabag's still keyed down. Me and Road Noise he unkeyed and he heard me and Road Noise bash him for a minute or two, and he didn't even say nothing. He just laid down by his dish and waited until we were done. It was bizarre.
That was 182. Whoa.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I think Teabag must not have been listening. He would have keyed up.
So was 182 out there making noises?
He was just keying up with no sound at all. Right, that dude's got more power now. Did you guys notice? Yeah, I did. He got a Maverick off of T-Bag. Oh shit, I thought he had a big tube. Apparently not, but yes, he's got a little more power.
Oh, he did, but it's not running right.
Good.
Figures he got it from Teabag. Oh, did I say that? That's a shame on me.
It's a good unit, but you know, tubes are good, but not.
As I look over the channel we normally talk on, and he's over there keying straight up for how many days now? Is it like day what, 15? I don't know, but he's on a roll.
How's the in the gate?
10-4, was he keyed up the whole time?
Who, T-Bag?
Yeah.
On the gate? Yeah, he was on the gate.
Is that Road Noise or is that Small Game? I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, my Japanese microphone, not down.
No doubt.
I got my Toyota, my Cobra. Oh yeah, Toyota Cobra.
Turn that echo down just a little bit. I just can't understand you there, Roofman.
No, that wasn't Roofman.
Whoever it was, the echo's too much.
Small Game, the Echo Master, said to turn it down a little bit.
Like right there? Come on.
Yeah, I can understand you.
That's pretty good when you thought you were me.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, I turned down the echo for you. I turned down the echo for you.
Wow, that's perfect right there. You still got some. It sounds like you're frickin' on fire. Man, quit blowing my speaker out, come on.
Burn it down, burn it down.
Damn. Road noise, what do you think?
I'm sorry, mister. Let one of the dogs in. They both go together, then one comes in at a time.
Alright, small game. Talk to him.
Yeah, I like your microphone. Oh, hell yeah.
No background at all.
We're down, I'm getting down.
Woo! Talk about some old vintage equipment on the bench.
You have to go get me a fresh battery. So you just blew in it? Well, that was down the fire alarm. Oh, maybe it did. Maybe I get some more voltage. Get a bigger battery.
If it's any bigger, it's gonna squeal. No, these mics do not squeal. If they're, you got it, man. Wow.
10-4. Now, why did you put a new one on that one? We're well protected.
You try that with your $15 microphone. Come on.
My $15 plastic Japanese microphone.
You can't do that with a $15 microphone.
Them chaps know what they're doing. Heck yeah, they do.
Why would they ever have changed? I don't know. I mean, like, okay, if you got a good product, stick with it. Jesus.
Yeah, but if you make it junk, you sell more. You make more money.
Oh, that loves you too. What is it? Loves you too long time.
The tears of Timmy's radio.
Still pouring down the waterfall.
Using my speaker as a humidifier. Well, hopefully he doesn't have Dish or DirecTV and laughing it off in the other room watching a movie. Haha.
You know that's what he's doing.
Yep. He's probably on the phone with his dad. Aren't you proud of me, Dad? No one's talking at 17.
Just what I told you, son. You're a good son.
I heard Buffalo Bob the other day, just a day or two ago. I even keyed up when it was clear and said, "Is that Bob?" Yeah, like,
I call him Buffalo Chip.
you can tell it's him because his voice is like really not deep. It's like fucked up or some shit.
He's got a lot of background noise on his radio. I mean, just terrible. He's probably got 65% background noise.
Yes, I noticed that. Good point. You know it's him. Well, he is.
He's consistent.
Who's got Tommy's number? Let's call him up. Tell him to take care of his brother.
Yeah, Tommy's just about as useless as Mikey is. That's where Mikey gets a lot of his shit, because Tommy works for an insurance company. He can look shit up on people.
Oh, fuck, yes he can.
Well, you better believe it. You better believe he's out there feeding them with shit. He could give them their social security numbers if he wanted to.
I knew it was something. That's really, really bad. Fuck, I'm glad I know that.
still gotta go as a raven to eat. You know, gotta eat. All of us, little CB party over at the Raven.
We checked it out. There's no food there.
Yeah, did you check it out? What do you mean they're not serving food? Unbelievable.
Well, she looked it up on the internet, and it's like a cool place, but I don't know.
Food, dude. Always great food.
Oh, you been there?
Yeah, many times. Used to ride the bikes from Mount Clemens, Harrison Township there.
Okay, it's right downtown Port Huron, right?
Yeah.
I have not been there. Cool.
What, the Raven? What is it, a block and a half south? It's right next to Port City Communications. You know where the old drive-in used to, not drive-in, the old Port Huron cinema used to be. Port Huron, what was it? Port Huron, you go into Watson, down there. Two and a half blocks south, a block and a half south of the Black River Bridge on the east side.
There's a Huron Theater, I believe.
Yeah, the Huron Theater. They're north of the Huron Theater in that intersection. First place you come to is Port City Communications, and the next building is the Raven. It used to be the old smoke shop, or I can't remember. What was that in there where the Raven's at?
I'm not sure myself. I know the brass rail is cool and has drinks, but no food at all. We found that out.
There's that place in, Birchville there, Lakeport. There's that taco place in Lakeport. Only problem with that is if you try to eat that prize where if you can eat all the food, they give you it for free. They put a bunch of hot sauce in the bottom.
Man, too bad that place is gone across from Blue Streak's house. I'd drive there.
Swizzle in.
Yeah. Alright, here's one for you. Met my wife somewhere else, but our first date was Swizzle's Inn. Met there, we're sitting at the bar, having a few drinks. Oh yes, it was good. And then I married her. Oh, sorry, I was having a flashback.
He's sneaking around to see if anybody's listening.
Oh yeah, let's see. Now I got some wonton, man. I'm in trouble.
Talking to the whole world.
And I smoked. I smoked. I talked to Smokable Joe as well. Was supposed to come out. I forget, before we went to dinner. And I heard him, and I had something on. And we talked, for just a minute or so. And then Triple Nickel was in there kind of arguing with T-Bag. And then even he tried calling Triple Nickel.
I'm losing you.
Slow talking and slow walking, Smokable Joe in California. Talked to him first time like 8 years ago, and just a station out there in California.
He was getting down. I think that's what he was saying.
He was coming to get, his voice when you hear it. I don't know, because I've known him all these years, or heard his voice off and on. That was back when the tree doctor was out there a lot. He's been getting pretty immune to the dosage of no worker calls. Yeah, he should wear a mask. Yeah, work is contagious. How many years can he pull off?
He must be big on disability or something.
Now, then he would actually have enough money to not, oh yeah, getting down. My plastic microphone.
Whew.
Or does it depend on how much you make, and if that shit happens early. The plastic microphone? Yeah. How about a kilowatt? How about a kilowatt? You got a copy? Worldwide. Worldwide. Penny dropper. Detroit. I know that dude. 4, 3, and 7. Doing a fine job. Good all you. Hello.
Tearing it up.
Got this road noise audio.
Now, where's Junk Runner? What would Junk say? Or Pirate? Pirate would say it sound like shit.
The tears of Timmy's radio.
He ain't gonna know who you are at first for a quick minute.
Look at that. Look at that. Back her down. Back her down. Oh yeah.
Nothing more is going to annoy him the next time he hears you on that microphone. It's going to be like, shit. I can't wait for Teabag to hear you on that mic.
You'll tell me it sounds like shit. Like normal.
Yeah, but then you're going to just go, cool. It means it's working.
When he don't like it, that's when it sounds good.
Right on. Let's see what he has to say. It'll be funny. If you ever unkeys, you've been keyed down now for what? Almost 2 hours? From the last time.
Yeah, poor T-Bag. He's going until 1 or 2 tonight, I bet. Just like last night. Yeah, you talk right into this plastic microphone like you are. Hey, get a little bit more modulation. Where's the boogeyman at? Boogeyman, where'd you go?
Yeah, you get to use that amp that your mother gave you, come on.
Worldwide plastic microphone.
Says Snowman.
Alright, gotta let the dog up. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
That's smogging.
He said he'll be back.
10-4.
Gotta make a potty run.
I definitely heard that one. Hey, I got a question for Ron. Ron, are you out there? Well, you may get back to us, because I got another relay. For the Palomar, the receive amp is the one relay in the middle. They never work because no one uses them much. But anyway. I told you, I know some tube stuff. There's 3 in a row. and they're 8-pin big relays. 185 ohm coil is bad.
Can you run without the driver tubes, or does it change the voltage on the four drivers?
Right, on low, you run just the driven tubes. The drivers are cut off on low. You can run more than 200 PEP into the panel wire on low.
But can you take those tubes out and still run it the same way? Do you need to have those tubes in there? Eliminating the other tubes. Think about how I put it.
Right, that's a good one. So if you pulled the driver, two tubes, you pulled those, and you ran on low, would it still work?
Yes, or is it going to add more voltage to the bias because the other tubes might be using the bottom grid? I don't know.
No, it's very negligible. There is no second tap on a transformer. There's 110 going in, and you have two taps, 14 volts AC and 310 or 700 high voltage. Different from a varmint. A varmint you put on low, there's another tap in there off the transformer that drops what the fuck ever, drops your transformer down. Panel wires are different. And on high, you can't put more than like 40 watts into it in a low carrier. But on low, you can let her friggin' whip at 250 PEP into it.
Yeah, so you should, if you pull the tubes out, it should run the same, making it only a 4-tuber that rocks out. Think about it. I kind of think that way you need less tubes. You know, that's better, in my way of thinking.
True, if you can pull those two, and then they're usable somewhere else. And then by being on low, it cuts them off anyway. I think it would still work on low.
10-4. It's worth it. Well, I wouldn't want to blow 4 tubes up, but it would be worth knowing. You know.
Right, at the most you're going to have a little more, the voltage is available, the amperage, 2 amps per tube on the left side of the forum. Anyway, so whatever, and you'll have a little more high voltage because you're only driving 4, you see that doing it anyway. But good points.
And you might gain more power because you're not going to be trying to drive the driven elements. So you're going to be more efficient because now you have nothing tied to that circuit drawing. You have less current draw, and you're going to get more power to the yes.
Right, and you know that's said and done. It's a bit. It's not gigantic. Like you have a different tap on your transformer for high and low power, you know, and then adjust it.
Like on the Drake, 1 tube had higher. It didn't dip as much, and 1 tube could be driven with less power. Tuned, 1 tube, beautiful, running great, good SWRs, happy tube, and it was easily putting out 1500.
Well, you gotta watch too when you remove those tubes. The heater elements remove will break up the voltage. It'll go up a little bit in the other ones.
Right, I'm not doing it, but he's got a good point.
No, I'm just saying that, you know, the Drake, it shares a common bus, everything works the same, but it's not dipping as much, and it really mattered, you know.
That's what they used to do with the old Johnson white face. You could pull out that rectifier tube in there. They used to have a tube that rectified, and then you could pull that out. Some people took the tube out and just soldered 4 diodes in there, made a bridge rectifier, and some people bought the quote-unquote black tube, and that was just a bridge rectifier in tube form. I think I got one around here somewhere, the old black tube, the infamous black tube.
I was always fascinated by that Tiddawasi, I think it had 2 3500Zs in it. Black Cat? They made one. They made a gigantic one. approved for AM radio only.
Heard that. Grab a Pepsi, be back.
10-4.
If Ron comes out, I want to ask him a question and be back.
He was out there.
I know, he'll be back. I'll catch him.
Somebody was keying with him way off frequency.